Hick's law is a simple idea about decision-making. Named after British psychologist William Edmund Hick, this principle is fundamental in understanding how people make choices. It essentially states that the time it takes for an individual to make a decision increases with the number and complexity of choices available. This concept is crucial in various fields, especially in user experience, UX design, where the goal is to create intuitive and efficient interfaces. It says that the more choices you give someone, the longer it takes them to decide. This delay can lead to frustration and decision fatigue, where the user becomes overwhelmed and may even abandon the task altogether. In the digital age, where users expect quick and seamless interactions, understanding Hick's law can make the difference between a successful product and a failed one. More options might seem better, but they can actually confuse people. When faced with too many choices, users can experience analysis paralysis, where they are unable to make a decision at all. This is why simplifying choices and presenting them in a clear, organized manner is essential. By reducing the cognitive load on users, designers can create more user-friendly experiences. Imagine a restaurant menu with hundreds of dishes. While it might seem appealing to have so many options, it can actually be overwhelming. Customers may spend a long time deciding what to order, which can lead to dissatisfaction and a less enjoyable dining experience. This is a perfect example of Hick's law in action. It would be overwhelming to choose. The same principle applies to digital interfaces. When users are presented with too many options, they can become frustrated and may even leave the website or app. This is why it's important to prioritize simplicity and clarity in design. Now imagine a menu with just a few clear options. That's easier to handle. By limiting the number of choices, you make it easier for customers to make a decision, leading to a more positive experience. This approach can be applied to digital design as well, where a clean and simple interface can significantly improve user satisfaction. In design, Hick's law reminds us to keep things simple. By reducing the number of choices and organizing them in a logical manner, designers can create more intuitive and user-friendly interfaces. This not only improves the user experience but also increases the likelihood of users completing their tasks successfully. Too many choices overwhelm users. This can lead to frustration, confusion, and ultimately a negative experience. By understanding and applying Hick's law, designers can create interfaces that are not only functional but also enjoyable to use. This leads to frustration and a bad experience. When users are unable to make a decision quickly, they are more likely to abandon the task, resulting in lower engagement and satisfaction. This is why it's crucial for designers to consider Hick's law when creating digital products. This is why Hick's law is so important for UX designers. By keeping choices simple and organized, designers can create more effective and enjoyable user experiences. This principle is a key component of good design and can significantly impact the success of a digital product. Hick's law is all about user choices in digital spaces. Named after British psychologist William Edmund Hick, this principle states that the time it takes for a person to make a decision increases with the number and complexity of choices. In the context of user experience, UX design, this means that every additional button, link, or option on a website or app can slow down the user's decision-making process. Every button, link, or option is a decision point for the user. When users are presented with too many choices, they can become overwhelmed, leading to a phenomenon known as cognitive overload. This is where the brain's capacity to process information is exceeded, making it difficult for users to make decisions efficiently. Too many decisions create what we call cognitive load. Cognitive load refers to the amount of mental effort being used in the working memory. When a website or app is cluttered with too many options, it increases the cognitive load, making it harder for users to find what they need and complete their tasks. Think of it like mental effort. Just as physical effort can tire out your muscles, mental effort can tire out your brain. When users have to sift through a lot of information or make too many decisions, they can experience mental fatigue, which can lead to frustration and errors. A simple website with clear navigation requires less mental effort. By reducing the number of choices and simplifying the interface, UX designers can help users make decisions more quickly and with less effort. This not only improves the user experience but also increases the likelihood that users will stay on the site and complete their tasks. Users can find what they need quickly and easily. When the interface is intuitive and the choices are clear, users can navigate the site with confidence and efficiency. This leads to a more satisfying user experience and can even increase user engagement and loyalty. A complex website, on the other hand, increases cognitive load. When users are faced with a cluttered interface and too many options, they can become overwhelmed and frustrated. This can lead to decision fatigue, where the user's ability to make decisions deteriorates over time. Users get bogged down in choices, leading to decision fatigue. Decision fatigue can cause users to make poor choices, abandon tasks, or even leave the site altogether. This is why it's crucial for UX designers to streamline the user experience and minimize cognitive load. They might even give up and leave the site altogether. When users become too frustrated or overwhelmed, they are likely to abandon the site and look for alternatives. This can result in lost opportunities and decreased user satisfaction. That's why UX designers need to streamline choices. By carefully considering the number and complexity of options presented to users, designers can create a more efficient and enjoyable user experience. This involves prioritizing essential features and eliminating unnecessary elements. We need to make it obvious what users should do next. Clear call-to-action buttons, intuitive navigation, and a well-organized interface can guide users through the site and help them achieve their goals with minimal effort. By applying Hick's law, UX designers can create digital spaces that are not only functional but also user-friendly and engaging. Let's look at some real-world examples of Hick's law in action. Hick's law states that the time it takes for a person to make a decision increases with the number and complexity of choices. This principle is crucial in the field of user experience design, where simplifying choices can lead to more efficient and satisfying user interactions. E-commerce giant Amazon used to have a very cluttered homepage. The old design was filled with numerous links, banners, and product categories, making it overwhelming for users to navigate. This cluttered interface often led to decision paralysis, where users found it difficult to choose what to click on or where to go next. They simplified it, reducing the number of choices presented up front. By streamlining the homepage and focusing on key areas, Amazon made it easier for users to find what they were looking for quickly. This not only improved the user experience but also increased conversion rates, as users were more likely to make a purchase when they weren't overwhelmed by too many options. This made it easier for users to find what they were looking for. Simplified navigation and a cleaner interface meant that users could focus on their primary tasks without getting distracted by unnecessary elements. This approach aligns perfectly with Hick's law, demonstrating how reducing complexity can lead to more efficient decision-making. Google's search homepage is another great example. From its inception, Google has maintained a minimalist design, focusing on a single search bar. This simplicity has been a key factor in its success, as users can immediately understand what to do without any distractions. It's famously minimalist, with just a single search bar. This design choice eliminates any potential confusion and allows users to perform their primary task, searching for information, without any hindrance. The clean, uncluttered interface is a textbook example of Hick's law in action. This laser focus on a single action makes it incredibly user-friendly. By reducing the number of choices and focusing on the core functionality, Google ensures that users can achieve their goals quickly and efficiently. This not only enhances user satisfaction, but also encourages repeat usage. Even something as simple as a website's navigation menu benefits from Hick's law. A well-designed navigation menu with limited, clearly labeled options can significantly improve the user experience. Users can find what they need without having to sift through a maze of links and submenus. Clear, concise menus with limited options are easier to navigate than sprawling, multi-level menus. By applying Hick's law, designers can create interfaces that are not only more intuitive but also more efficient, leading to a better overall user experience. In summary, Hick's law is a powerful tool in the UX designer's toolkit, helping to create user-friendly, efficient, and satisfying digital experiences. Applying Hick's law brings numerous benefits to UX design. Improved user experience. When users can make decisions quickly and easily, they have a more enjoyable experience. Increased conversion rates. Whether it's making a purchase or signing up for a newsletter, reducing decision fatigue leads to higher conversion rates. Reduced bounce rates. When users aren't overwhelmed by choices, they're more likely to stay on your site and explore. Enhanced user satisfaction. A streamlined, easy-to-use website makes users happy, and happy users are more likely to return. Section 5. Potential pitfalls. Too much simplicity. While simplicity is crucial, it's possible to go too far. Oversimplifying can lead to a loss of functionality. Striking the right balance is key. Don't remove essential features in the quest for simplicity. The goal is to make the user experience as smooth as possible while still providing all the necessary options. It's also important to remember that user needs and expectations vary. What's simple for one user might be confusing for another. Section 6. Striking a balance: complexity versus simplicity. So, how do we strike the right balance between complexity and simplicity? Prioritize. Identify the most important actions you want users to take on each page. Categorize. Group related options together in a logical and intuitive way. Progressive disclosure. Don't overwhelm users with too much information up front. Reveal additional options or details as needed. Remember, good UX design is about guiding the user, not overwhelming them. Section 7. Case study: Amazon's navigation overhaul. Let's revisit the example of Amazon. A few years ago, they completely overhauled their navigation menu. They moved from a long, text-heavy menu to a more visual, categorized layout. This change was a direct application of Hick's law. By grouping similar product categories together and using clear visuals, Amazon simplified the decision-making process for users. This led to a significant improvement in user experience and ultimately increased sales. Section 8. Hick's Law in the age of mobile first. In today's mobile-first world, Hick's Law is more important than ever. Mobile screens are smaller, meaning we have even less space to work with. Designers need to be even more mindful of the number of choices they present to users on mobile devices. Every button, link, and menu item needs to be carefully considered. Section 9. Conclusion. Keep it simple, keep it user-friendly. Hick's Law is a fundamental principle of UX design. It reminds us that simplicity is key to a positive user experience. By reducing cognitive load and making it easy for users to make decisions, we can create websites and apps that are both enjoyable and effective. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate choices entirely, but to present them in a way that is clear, concise, and easy to understand. When we do that, we create a user experience that is truly "don't make me think."